Start things off real quick. You're going west this week. Just your thoughts on the West Coast road trip, going out to Cal and Stanford.
Well, we always enjoyed this trip. Did it 11 years in the Pac-12 at USC, so our staff is very familiar with the Bay Area. Cal has a great place to stay, a great hotel we stay in, and Stanford. But they're two tough places to play. We obviously been there a lot, but doesn't make it any easier. And we have to be prepared coming off a loss to try to play our best basketball this week.
In that same vein, just your initial thoughts on Cal, who you'll see on Wednesday night.
Well, Cal has a lot of guys who can score the basketball. So, and they are very good defensively in spurts. And so with the shot blocker and some of the size that they have on the wings and inside. So we just have to play our game. We know that road games are tough in this league. Most of our players have never been to California before, so it'll be an experience for us, and hopefully we'll have our best basketball on Wednesday night.
I guess just kind of looking back, Clemson obviously on Saturday night. I guess, for lack of a better word, just what went wrong? What do you see on film that you can improve on from that game?
Well, it was a very close game. We took a 1-point lead with a couple minutes left in the first half, and then I think we're down to 4 at halftime. Came out in the beginning first 5-6 minutes of the second half. We missed some shots. We missed some wide open threes, some layups. Defensively, did not get a couple stops, and then it became and then the officials missed a shot clock violation. It was a 6-point game, and they missed a shot clock violation a minute into the second half, and they got the rebound off of that, and then they kicked it out for a 3, so I had to call a timeout. We were down 9 and instead of down 6. So made a little different game when you're playing between 8 and 12 versus 6 and 8 most of the second half. And so our guys, without Boopy Miller, we just didn't have it offensively. We didn't have enough creativity. We turned the ball over 16 times. Boopy leads us in scoring and assists, so without him, these last few games have been tough on our other guards, playing 38, 37 minutes. Making B.J. Edwards play the point guard for 38 minutes. Losing our fastest guy, and the guy leads us in scoring and assists against big games like on Saturday, certainly hurt us because we usually don't turn the ball over 16 times.
I'll go to Kip Coons.
There you go.
Yes, morning, Andy. Losing Boopy at this stage of the season, you're one of only 4 teams in the ACC with 20 wins, yet you're not getting the national attention in terms of NCAA at-large bid that a lot of other schools are getting. Do you think that injury is the reason, or is it just is there something else in that you think is holding your team back from kind of making that final leap?
Well, I don't think his injury has anything to do with that, because we weren't getting a lot of love before he got hurt 3 games ago. So our net is really high. It's in the 30s. I think it's 39. Ken Palm, same thing, in the top 40 of the country. We lead the league in scoring. Our field goal percent defense is, I think, second in the league at 40%. We lead the league in rebounding. So if you look at our team and you watch us play, there's no doubt that you come away when we're healthy, that we're an NCAA tournament type team, winning on the road, 6-1 on the road in the league. And then we weren't in the ACC SEC challenge. We played our challenge game a week later against LSU on a neutral court, and we were fortunate enough to beat LSU on a neutral court. So that was kind of our SEC challenge. But I think the lack of quad 1 opportunities, lack of quad 2, and we lost a couple games early against Duke and Louisville on our home court, which were quad 1 games. We didn't play particularly well, but then we really improved as a team, and then we won 5 in a row, and I thought we were playing a really our best basketball in the entire season when we had won those 5 in a row. And that's when Boopy got hurt right after we were able to beat Pittsburgh here at home. Played really well against a good team, and then Boopy had the foot injury. So we've been kind of scrambling to try to figure out our rotation, how to play without him the last couple of games. From a national perspective, I think if people have watched us, at least the feedback I've received is that the national media, some of the people that have watched us play, they think that we're an NCAA tournament type team. But the metrics are one thing. I think there has to be winning is important. I think we have 20 wins already. There's no guarantee we'll win another game this season, but we certainly are going to try. So I feel great about our team being 20-7 right now and tied for 4th in the ACC. The teams ahead of us are the teams we lost to. And someone asked me after the game the other day, well, you haven't beaten the top teams in your league. I said, well, that's why we're tied for 4th and not 1st or 2nd or 3rd, because there's the teams that beat us. And those teams are very good basketball teams. But I think the ACC has some teams that are on the so-called bubble right now. They're also very good basketball teams, and we'll try to do our part the best we can. But very proud of our team to have 20 wins at this point in the season.
Does that make this West Coast swing for you even more important, because it's really your last opportunity to pick up quad? They'd both be quad 2 wins, if I'm not mistaken, because you're going to be on the road. So they would help, what they say, move the needle for you a little bit.
Yeah, they're very important games for us, both of them. We have no so-called bad losses our entire season. It's hard to do. It's hard to, you look at some of the teams that in the other leagues that have gone on the road and they lose, but they continue to hold their place in the rankings because they've had a couple good wins earlier in the year. I think if you look at our team has improved so much since the beginning of the season, and that's the goal of every team. Individually, our players are better, and a team we're much better defensively, and of course, offensively, we've been pretty good most of the season. So I think these 2 games on the road are big. They're quad 2 opportunities, and because we don't have a ton of quad 1 chances, especially on the road, like every other league does. So when you have everybody ranked in the top 75, I think Stanford's probably in the 80 or low 80s, and so instead of that being a quad 1, but it's a quad 2 game. So I think we have to try to play well against Cal, and then Saturday load up and do our best against Stanford.
Thanks a lot, Andy. Appreciate it.
Andy, thank you. Appreciate the time today, as always. Safe travels.
Thank you. Okay.
Hi, I'm Mark Villasana, proud SMU alumni and agency principal of Northwest Insurance Agency. Give me a call if you'd like to discuss your insurance or if you just want to discuss SMU football. My phone number is 214-352-5656, or you can email me at info@nwagencies.com. Pony up.